So this is what I started with, just the basic floor plan. That led to this when I found out that there's a tribe that used to build like this. So I took this and then I turned it into this base right here. Now with this base right here, I created this. What up though, John man? Hello, this is Fire with Fire Crafts. What you're looking at is a basic family compound that I'm building for my kingdom. It's basically a structure built for a extended family, which means that everybody would have pretty much their own house on the kind of outside, but then have a shared space on the inside, which would be that middle structure right there. Now I'm basing this on what I know about some tribes in the Congo and the river areas that build over water, and some ancient tribes that build with honeycomb shapes. I wanted to have a better use of my space, so I decided to put some of these houses on stilts over some water-like areas. So I built this kind of compound, and then I said, well, let me extend it to make like whole communities, and so I did. So I used my world builder to just kind of build. You'll see the guidelines around there. I use my guidelines for copying and pasting things, It makes it a little bit easier. Now, let's go up into the house and see what's going on. Now, this is the unfurnished version of the house. It's not really finished, but I'm not going to really finish it right now until I get all the versions of this Honeycomb Village copied and pasted where I want it to. Sometimes when you copy and pasting, you don't want to just be taking a whole lot of furniture and all kind of stuff, because sometimes it doesn't transfer. So I built like a system here. It's like a solar system, and I'm going to take you into how I did it. So this is my roof, or the second floor, and what I did, I used some gold and some redstone. I have kind of just theories about like how in my world this glowing type of vine that I have here, and, Minecraft, we know this is the glow stuff, but it's a glowing type of vine that conducts electricity, if you follow me. So it's like a little bit advanced, because my civilization is a little bit more advanced than the time period it's supposed to be in. So yeah, that's why I just expanded on that. And as you can see, I'm just making this into pretty much like a lamp post, and then I'm taking these vines and expanding it anywhere that I might be using any kind of like power at all. It's not a serious electrical charge, but that's supposed to be conducting the solar energy from the top all the way throughout the house. So that was my theory on that. Let me know what you think. So I'm just gonna put a light down here and put some more vines in case I want to hook up some other things like some lamps or whatever. The vines kind of help out with all of that, and I kind of think they look kind of cool anyway. Just kind of overgrown, maybe a little jungle kind of look. And once I decided, they light up a little bit more of the area as well, you kind of get a double bonus. So, yep. So that's how I pretty much decorated the inside of this for now, just the inside of the walls. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of what I'm doing, and take you on a little bit more of a tour. But yeah, this is the insides of the house. Like I said, I did not add any furniture yet, but I will eventually, and I will finish it, but I need to be able to copy it the way it is. Yeah, so going to another unit, as you can see, is pretty much identical to the other units. I put the fireplaces in all of them. That's going to be a little area, maybe a bathroom or something. Yeah, some of them I have the full thing going on in the bottom. Some of them I don't. I like to change it up, especially with the wood and some of the other stuff, just a little bit, just to kind of give a distinctive thing. This is kind of the middle area, the deck, I would say. And then you go into another identical thing, and then across the way you have an identical village. So, but let's go over here to somewhat of the common area so you can kind of see what's going on. Another identical apartment. And now the common area. See, the common area is where the kitchen is going to be. This is where your family would go for its meals, to cook the meals and to prepare the meals. I would imagine that each family has a responsibility for preparing a meal for, certain days or whatever. And then we'll go upstairs and you get to the dining area basically. This is where the family comes together and eats or has celebrations or whatever happens. As you can see, I have my same solar system kind of going on there as well. Now these will be the houses that your everyday, modern middle class utopian will live. And as you can see, it's kind of a canal city, water canals. So in the middle here, I have these little boat stations. And there's a little surprise that I'll show you down here. We'll do a little flash. So down here is the centralized system that controls all of the power. Okay, it generates the power, and these systems are supposed to basically amplify the power so that it takes the power from the sun, and these are supposed to be like solar batteries. They store it, and this unit pretty much distributes it. But it's kind of like the maintenance shaft for the whole system, so it has a lot of these wires going through it, transferring, and I haven't worked out all the science yet, but it's kind of deep and intricate. So that is what's going on down here. We got computers, and this is the part that nobody from the outside will see because they're not supposed to know that this type of technology exists in this time period. So here's the view from the little power center. It's also pretty much kind of a relaxed station, somewhere for the teenagers to just kind of come and chill. It would definitely be a place that was cut off from the outsiders because they're not supposed to know that any kind of technology like that exists. So that is my Honeycomb Village. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let me know what you think about the power system and the solar grids. I've always played with renewable power, so this is one of the things that I just kind of had a hankering for. So that is pretty much it. I'm probably gonna be building this in another form, basically changing the color, changing the wood. I like to do that a lot. All right, if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and join me in the next one. I will see you guys on the morrow.